to the island years ago, about this month. And I heard from patients that they've been around this.
55 years he's been practicing.
And they've had symptoms of getting sick. Well, that's of interest because as a physician, I encounter 15 to 20 mysteries every day that I've got to solve. And people tell me their symptoms, and then I try to find data to prove what's wrong, which is tough. And sometimes you don't find any data, but that's okay in my business because we've got this great backup diagnosis called mental disorder. You don't have to have any data for that one. You just have to brand a person with a mental disorder and you're covered. And it's a good diagnosis for insurance companies. They love it. So I've been curious about what symptoms people might be having. And I think that these things are studiable. There's different kinds of data that can be obtained to document the relationship. And I think it goes beyond toxins. It goes into lots of physical forces that are measured. Now, with that said, I came today at the invitation, and what I thought I would do is take a review from people who are here as to whether or not they think they have symptoms that are related to the geothermal factors.
Thanks.
And I'm not interested in acute symptoms and experiences they might have had a few years ago, sulfur. But I'm interested in what we call in medicine chronic symptoms. A symptom becomes chronic after it's been present continuously for 4 to 6 months. So, I'll ask the audience, how many people here believe that they have symptoms related to the geothermal that are chronic, that have been present for months, perhaps years? Now, I'm only getting about 5 or 6 hands out of 35 people.
There was some over there, but then they put their hands down. Can everyone put, yeah.
Before the lava flow, we were getting them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're talking about a wide region. Well, I mean, okay, so we have a sense of, I told you what a chronic symptom is. We have a sense of how many people here think that they've been injured chronically. So let's just go over some of the symptoms that might be related to this fractured activity and see how many people feel that they have chronic nauseousness because they live in the region. How about headaches, chronic headaches because they live in the region?
Chronic, not so much.
Chronic fatigue, rashes, dizziness, infections, chronic infections because they live in this region. They think in their intuitive process and their self-consideration, they think it's related to what's happening at the geothermal factory. Shortness of breath. Irregular heartbeats.
I have irregular heartbeats, but I don't know if it's from that.
Coughing, wheezing. Chronic coughing, wheezing. Seizures.
Oh, man.
Forgetfulness.
Seizures, yep, forgetfulness, yeah. Yeah, don't.
Episodes where people lose a sense of time.
Lose a sense of time.
Abducted by an alien. That kind of loss of time. Does anybody have that?
I hear yes.
Maybe because we're getting old.
Bring on the aliens.
We're going for self-diagnosis here. Okay? What about depersonalization, where you feel you aren't the person you know yourself to be? You feel you're somebody else for a while. Does anybody have those episodes? Loss of coordination. Episodes where you have an odd sense of touch. You don't really recognize your ability to touch things and recognize because your touch sensation is off.
Wow.
Yeah?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Out of body experience. Because we have
Yeah,
information from
but I
these
got
things
those all the
besides
time anyway.
the
Okay.
nature of that place. That's what I'm not-
Yeah. I always got out of body experience, alright. We're talking about Puna here.
We're passing out these questionnaires. I hope people will, it's all anonymous. If you leave your telephone number, your
Please
email,
take these,
or your
guys.
physical address, we'll mail you the data that I've gathered today. And if the organizers want to push this questionnaire on their site, we can gather more data over time. And I have certain studies that I'd like to do on people who feel they have these kinds of symptom relationships. Any questions?
Have you ever seen H2S exposure? Like, have you ever treated anyone who's had like a bad experience with that, or?
I've had people tell me they think they
Yeah.
have this, but it hasn't been that common. And,
Yeah.
but they tell me that they know other people who are sick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out if this is a real phenomenon.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Anything else?
I know, Bob. What about that?
Uh,
Wasn't there like some doctor studies about hydrogen sulfide and
thank you.
We're getting rid of oxygen,